So I've been in the trenches on Twitter just arguing with people about One Punch Man. Now, naturally, it has been fun. Obviously, it has not been mentally draining in the slightest capacity. But what am I arguing about in particular? Well, I've seen a few interesting takes. Mainly, I've seen people very mad about the animation and people saying you don't appreciate them and people are threatening animators, and I've begun to hate that. I don't want people to threaten animators when it's the boss's fault. It's pointless to threaten the animators and critique and get mad at the animators when it's not necessarily their fault that the show looks like garbage. It's this stupid nonsense that happens all the time when it happens overall. I think it reveals this ignorance of the collaborative industrial meat grinder that produces the anime we consume. Do you know the production of Jujutsu Kaisen, one of the greatest animated shows that I've ever seen, is abysmal to the animators? It was a whole thing where MAPPA was getting flagged for not letting employees leave to go to their loved ones, and people were saying this sucks but it looks good, because nobody really cares about what happens to the animators. Nobody cares about the people behind the scenes because they can't see them. It's the big reason why you will hate people such as Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk because they have a face to them, and you can redirect all your hatred towards corporations and big billionaires because you need a face, you need a direct enemy. There's this issue with the idea of a simple enemy. Republicans do it when they think about foreigners or immigrants or black people, and the left does it when they think about Republicans overall. They call them Germany's darkest part of history, members of the Adolf faction. Is what they do. And having a simple enemy seems fun at first, but it becomes dramatically bad after a long time. And I don't want to dismiss the fans' sense of betrayal. I don't. Because it's grief. It's pure grief. It's the mourning of a promise. Studios have become masters of using their own artists as human shields, deflecting all criticism while quietly making production decisions so optimistically bankrupt they would break the spirit of veteran animators. It's nasty. They'll break Hayao Miyazaki down. That's what they do. It's this Greek tragedy staged in a corporate boardroom. That's how it goes. The people with the least power, the artists and the fans, are pitted against each other in the same way that us as citizens of America are pitted against each other. And then what happens, the executives or the people up top, they just continually just say, oh, this is so sad, and their pockets get heavier because you're still watching One Punch Man. People are still watching the show. I'm not watching it. I haven't seen episode past episode 2. I have not watched another episode. It's disgusting to watch. I'm just not going to witness it. It's nasty to see. No one actually wants this to be this war of a bad man, of a bald man punching monsters. We want to actually see greatness. It's disgusting. You're going to hear a certain chorus of voices, often from the place of performative enlightenment. They will say, oh, it's just animation, and just enjoy the story. This is a sentiment that would evaporate if you looked at Demon Slayer for a second, or Jujutsu Kaisen for a second, right? If Demon Slayer's water breathing techniques look like a screensaver, or Jujutsu Kaisen replaced Gojo's domain expansion with a flipbook scribble, you wouldn't watch it. If animation is not an accessory, is not an accessory, it is the medium itself. It's the language. The animation is a big part. One Punch Man was a series that built its cathedral on the foundation of visual spectacle as storytelling. Season 1 was not just, oh, it had good animation. No. That was an anomaly. It was a pure anomaly. I didn't expect that animation. The breathtaking choreography made Saitama's invincibility feel as if it was a psychological statement rather than a plot device. That's what it was. Fans are not villains for expecting the product that exists in the same galactic neighborhood of quality. That'd be great if they were in the same spectrum. Wanting a faithful, competent adaptation of a manga series that looks significantly better than the animation is important. It is the baseline fundamental definition of a fan who engages with a visual medium where the visuals are the primary vehicle for emotional and narrative delivery. That's very important. And I just want to say this again. We are not, under any circumstances, going to pretend that sending a death threat to a 22-year-old key animator on Twitter is a form of critique or activism. It is disgusting. It is cruel. It is rooted in a delusional, toddler-level entitlement that believes artists are omnipotent beings who withhold quality out of spite, rather than human beings working 15-hour days under criminally tight deadlines for meager pay. You cannot scream at the heart of a system and act shocked when it goes into cardiac arrest because it's sick of you yelling at it. These animators are carrying the immense back-breaking weight of executive incompetence and scheduling insanity on their shoulders. And the moment you direct your fury at them, you are punching down at the very bottom rung of the production ladder. That's disgusting. While the people who set the impossible deadlines and slash the budgets are collecting their bonuses in a soundproof office where they don't care. And yet to dismiss fan disappointment as toxicity is not fair. The fans are not wrong to feel this letdown. We lived through season 2, a season that felt like the entire global audience let out one long deflated sigh. It sucked. It sucked so much. It was crazy. Season 2 was bad, objectively. It was just bad. But season 3 is so bad. We're looking at season 2 and saying, I would have preferred this. I would have preferred this. This would have been better. It's strange. We have the memories. We've seen the God tier animation. If we never had this animation, I wouldn't even be complaining, right? I wouldn't even be close to complaining. For instance, a series I love, Baki the Grappler, right? Baki the Grappler, that show throughout everything has never had good animation. Not once. The manga art is out phenomenal, but it has never once had good animation. Even the new series, the animation just sucks. Record of Ragnarok, horrible animation. People expect that though because it started with horrible animation, but people are still watching it because it has horrible animation. They just say, oh, it has horrible animation. It's every single time, it's just disgusting. We complaining so loudly about season 2. Now season 3 makes season 2 look like a misunderstood masterpiece in retrospect, and that is crazy. That is crazy. I just hate the excuses that I keep hearing. You don't care about the story, you just want pretty pictures. You're speaking to a straw man, dude. Every time I hear this, you're just speaking to some straw man. It's animation is supposed to elevate the narrative, to make a punch feel impactful, a quiet moment feel poignant, a joke land with perfect timing. When the animation fails, it's horrible. It's a big reason why I don't watch Way of the House Husband, because I could just read the manga. The manga is amazing. Way of the House Husband overall is crazy. And you know it's crazy. There are better stories out there, right? Go read Berserk, Monster, Pluto, things of that variety, right? You could read those. You could do that. But here goes the fun part. A good story doesn't mean that it's gonna be greenlit or good. We've never had a good Berserk adaptation ever. There's an old show called Infinity Train. Probably never heard of Infinity Train. Infinity Train is as good to me as Adventure Time. It is phenomenal. You cannot watch it anywhere. It is on no services, not on HBO, it's not anywhere. Infinity Train is the best thing ever. The existence of other, even superior stories do not magically fix a fan from the disappointment of watching a series they love being underserved. One Punch Man was never presented as a choice between fun story and God tier animation. It was both. That's what I was excited for. That's why everybody was so excited for it. Say, oh, this animation is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be great. I think we're stuck because both sides are right and both sides are wrong, and I hate this. The fans are not evil for wanting excellence. The animators are not lazy or incompetent. They are both casualties of a broken system, and you're fighting each other for no reason. It's really right in the middle. That's the issue. People care about the art. People care about the holistic experience, seeing a beloved series get elevated and not butchered. The outrage you see is not just simple anger. It's simply grief. It's so much grief. It's sad. It's annoying. And it's probably going to go on to the season finale, just fades out. But I think they should just stop making the show. I think they should just stop. They should just stop making the show at this point. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Bye.
Your nigga night be my lower low. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride when you're free.